Received, well, dirty letters.
For fear the neighbours might say there's no smoke without fire, is that it?
Exactly. Not that anything remains a secret for long in Limston.
Well, but poor Guy, what is he accused of?
Oh, something quite disgraceful with one of the women who does the altar flowers. Well, he was flabbergasted, shocked, devastated, poor dear.
How shameful.
Well, you know Guy almost as well as I do. Absolutely no taste for fornication. None whatsoever. I almost wish he had.
Really, Maud?
A little worldly spice added to his sermons might make them more interesting.
Well, you married a cleric, my dear, a classical scholar, and I've yet to find such a combination with a robust appetite for sin.
Oh, I find that most reassuring.
Well, now, Maud, what do you want of me?
Well, it's not in your league, dear, I know. No dead bodies, no gunshots, no blunt instruments, not even a shadow of Scotland Yard. Just a lot of unhappy people I know you can help.
You mean find the lady?
If it is one, yes.
Yes, yes, of course.
Are you all right?
Yes, thanks. Hello.
Hello.
You're Mr. Burton, aren't you?
Yes.
Saw you after church. Is that your wife with you?
No, my sister.
Oh, I'm Megan. Saw you were alone. Thought I'd stop and walk with you. Had to fall off my bike, of course.
Never mind. Nice of you. Look, I see you've torn your stocking.
Gosh, so I have. Doesn't matter.
It will once you've left school.
I've left school.
Oh, you have? Forgive me.
How old do you think I am?
Ah, the truth game.
I'm 20.
Sorry again.
You think I ought to be more like your sister? All dolled up.
No, I don't.
She's awfully pretty. Isn't a bit like you, is she?
Well, she's clean and presentable.
And not a bit like me, you mean? You're a pilot, aren't you?
I was.
Will you always be a bit of a crock?
According to my doctor, no.
I was afraid you looked bad-tempered because you were crocked up for life.
Bad-tempered?
Well, irritable then.
It's only because I'm in a hurry to get fit again. Aren't you ever in a hurry for things to happen?
Not much point. Nothing ever happens. Not to me.
Oh, but surely your mother and your father...
My father's not my father. He's my stepfather.
Ah, is he?
Who never mentioned my real father. Disgraced himself, it seems. Disappeared. Then Mummy married Mr. Symington. You've met him, haven't you?
Yes. Anyway, all's well that ends well.
You think? Not sure he likes me very much. Not sure Mummy does either, for that matter.
Now you're being morbid, girl.
Am I? Fact is, I'm a bit of a bore, I suppose. And before I start boring you, I'd better be off. Bye.
I just don't know what we do with the girl, Edward.
She's young.
She's 20.
And if I may say so, your problem.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, my dear. I didn't mean it like that. It's just that being a stepfather is...
Makes it difficult for you to say what you really feel.
Yes, sometimes.
Well, not for me. I have our boys to consider. She wanders off by herself. She's always late for meals. Makes no attempt to help Elsie in the nursery and dresses like a tramp. What sort of example is that for them? She's just as her father was. Disruptive.
Oh, good morning. I wonder, could you help me? Which Mr. Symington do I ask for?
There is only one.
Oh, but I thought I read Symington, Galbraith and Symington.
Oh, the first Mr. Symington was the present Mr. Symington's father. He's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, perhaps I might see the present Mr. Symington.
He's engaged at the moment. Can I help you?
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you so much. No, it's a church matter, but, well, perhaps I might wait.
Yes, of course. Do sit down. I'll just let him know.
Oh, how very kind. Would you say Miss Marple? Jane Marple?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. A Miss Jane Marple. Won't keep you long, Miss Marple. He has Mrs. Symington with him.
Oh, well, then we mustn't disturb him, must we? Do you know, I always think that working in a solicitor's office must prove most rewarding.
Oh, it is.
All those different people, different problems, and finding solutions for them.
Well, Mr. Symington's the one who does all that.
And does he?
Yes, he's really marvellous. Very patient, very kind. Simply wonderful with people.
Really?
Miss Marple,
Ah,
do come in.
thank you so much.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Please sit down.
Oh, no, it's I who should be asking forgiveness for interrupting a busy man.
Oh, not at all. My wife tells me you've already met.
Oh, yes, of course, last year at the vicarage. Yes, how are you? And how is that most interesting daughter of yours, Megan?
Oh, my poor Megan. At the awkward age, I'm afraid.
Oh, but she must be in her early 20s by now.
But very young. Quite a child still.
Most mothers think they grow up too quickly.
Not me, Miss Marple. I only wish she'd do something, learn something. Typing, dressmaking, even take a correspondence course, anything. If only she'd get out of...
Out of your home?
Oh, certainly not. That's the last thing we'd want. Angela would want, isn't it, my dear?
Naturally.
Now, I know you ladies like to natter, but Miss Marple had a purpose in coming to see me, so...
Yes, of course, yes. Now, let me see now, where was I? Yes. Now, Maud Calthrop wants to remind you that the Church Restoration Fund accounts...
Have to be completed and submitted by next Tuesday? They are. They will be.
Oh, absolutely splendid. Well, in that case, I don't think I... Oh, there was one other little matter.
Then I'd better be on my way.
No, please, no, don't go on my account, no. Private matters in a solicitor's office are, I know, as inviolate as a confessional. No, it was just that I wondered if by any chance you'd heard about these anonymous letters that have been going round.
Come in.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but would it be convenient if I popped along to the stationer's? We're almost out of copying paper.
Why not, Miss Ginch? Off you go. Don't be long, though. Oh, you'd better leave that door ajar.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry. Please go on.
Mr. Symington, as a legal man, what would your advice be to someone who receives such a letter?
Take it to the police, immediately.
And if they don't?
But they do.
Do?
Well, at least I did.
Oh, good heavens, don't tell me that you yourself...
Afraid so.
Oh. Well, forgive an inquisitive old lady, Mr. Symington, but what was the police response?
Amiable. Came from our own solid Sergeant Fowler. Not to get excited, it's probably some spinster lady getting a little overheated. I didn't inquire exactly what he meant by that.
Oh, so he assumes that the writer is a woman.
Well, 9 times out of 10 they are, apparently.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, that would account for all those letters that I seem to know about being addressed to men. Yes. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for giving me so much of your valuable time. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Marple.
Oh, may I just say this? I do congratulate you on your choice of secretary. Nowadays, it's so rare to hear an employee speak so warmly of an employer.
Edward seems to inspire hero worship, Miss Marple.
I rather had that impression. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Marple.